How's it? Today is Monday, August 24th. It is a Snatch day, and I am sort of officially in the new block. Um, New block is going to consist of the same type of overhead warm up. I will probably actually adjust the actual rep ranges of everything, and I might introduce a snatch balance at some point in the future. But for today, it's just snatch push press plus overhead squat. We're doing 3 plus 3 up to 105. And then after that, we're doing one snatch plus two hang snatches. And that was kind of hinted at last week. I went up to 90 last week, actually. First couple times I snatched 90 on purpose from the ground. And I didn't make any of them last week, but this week we're starting at a more reasonable weight. We're starting at 85. And I think I kind of figured something out. I've said it for a few times in the past, but trying to push my knees to the sides and then also physically pull my elbows to the sides helps me a lot just to stay in contact and stay engaged the whole time. Here is my top set at 105 for the snatch push press plus overhead squat 3 plus 3. Aside from me kind of realizing how important that technical cue is, I was experiencing quite a bit of left shoulder pain. It's really weird because I don't really have shoulder pain like that. A lot of time my shoulder issues come from my mid back being a little bit tight, and that kind of manifests in mid back pain. Whereas today my mid back feels fine. Maybe it is tight, but it's manifesting in like actual shoulder pain, and I don't think it's not a good feeling right now, but I do think that as I move forward, I think it's going to kind of hopefully fix itself. I did not do my open books today, which I've been trying to do a little bit more regularly just to develop a little bit more flexibility and I guess stability in my mid back, because a lot of times I notice with the front squats on like the Wednesdays and Fridays, zombie squats have been the biggest reason why I'm trying to, or biggest component for trying to attack that stability issue. I noticed that the front squats are mostly inhibited by my lack of core strength or whatnot. So maybe that is kind of being pushed into the overhead position for my snatches. But we'll see. I just need to remember to continue doing those. Here is my hang snatches, or my snatch plus hang snatches. Again, I'm trying to push my knees out immediately off of the ground and pull my elbows to the sides. And not just like hit the checkpoint, but actively pull my elbows to the side. And I think it is helping me a lot. Like the snatches from the ground today were all very, very good. I think the hang snatches could use a bit of improvement on them. But like, look at that. 85 from the ground's really, really solid, really easy. I mean, it is only 85, but yeah. Second hang snatch. Here you go. Perfect. I think on the second set, on one of the hang snatches, it's probably the first hang snatch, I end up not being able to like really lock it out completely. So I would call that a training make. But woo, look at that snatch from the ground. That's really, really great. Yeah, that one there on the right side. I do think that that is a make in most cases. If I needed to stand that up, I would walk forward and stand it up, and I'm counting that. So today, no misses. Here is my last set. I just think this is really great. I think my point of fixation overhead is it feels very strong, and it feels like it's happening as soon as possible, giving me quite a bit of time to control and descend with the bar. So I'm very happy with that. After that, I did my Romanian deadlifts here. So last week I did 80, and my hamstrings felt very, very, very sore, very tight the next day. But I am going to just start with 85 today. I think I'm going to keep them in line with whatever I'm doing for the snatch plus hang snatch complex. we'll see. We'll see. Because now that I put that out in the universe, I feel like I can increase 5 on these Snatch RDLs, but I do not think it is wise for me to increase by 5 on the actual Snatch complex. That seems like a lot. And we'll see how I feel next week. We'll see. After that, I did my single leg deadlifts, which is something that I might actually change up soon, just because I'm doing these Snatch RDLs, and so having the 2 movements for hamstring and posterior chain might be a bit excessive. It is what it is. I'm not like opposed to keeping it. I'm not super opposed to changing it either. So it's all very fluid. The only reason why it's there is to make sure my lower back health is stays good. And today nothing felt really off, and hoping tomorrow the same thing is true. And then after that, I did my pull-ups and then my pal-off presses. Yeah, today was great. Aside from the shoulder stuff, my snatches, it feels like I kind of unlocked a new technical cue, and I think that happens pretty regularly. It's not even a new technical cue. It's just a revisited technical cue that I haven't put too much emphasis on, and so it feels like it's new, and it feels much more impactful than a lot of the things that I've been thinking about beforehand. I do think that when I had that one video where I had 3 angles, I think I was thinking about keeping my knees to the side, and my elbows to the side. But I think the nuance of elbows to the side versus pull my elbows apart, I think that is the biggest contributing factor to why it feels so much more consistent and more tight. And actually, like, I look at how a lot of my friends lift, and like a few people lift like that. Like a lot of the people from Hassle Free, I think, relative to how I lift like that. So it's something that I want to focus on. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.